conscience. Vote your conscience.
And this was the scene outside of the Texas Capitol where Texas electors cast their vote. Yesterday, Donald Trump passing the required 270 votes in the Electoral College. That is the next step in the process for him to be the next U.S. president. The president-elect exceeded the threshold after 36 out of the 38 electors in Texas cast their votes for Trump. Protesters urging electors to vote for anyone other than Trump. Joining us now is one of those electors, David Thankston. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. You've done this before, but this experience, you said, is like nothing before.
No, this one was historic, and it was amazing, all the attention, and it regarded outside Texas to pressure Texans to change their vote, but only 2 did.
So when we talk about pressure, what types of pressure did you get?
My personal one was just letters. The Secretary of State released our names and I guessed our address, and I actually left on vacation the day after the election, and when I came home I had probably 100 letters already, and in the week leading up I received another 1,000 letters, and I was attempting to read all of them initially, but when they started coming in by the 300 a day, it prevented me from doing so.
Wait, that is an amazing amount of a response from folks, but you said some other electors actually had thousands. How did that happen?
Some of the other electors, somehow their email or phone numbers got released, and so easier to do by email and less costly. They received just thousands of pleas from everywhere.
So you don't have any plans to respond to these folks?
Not at all. There were some that I read that I was tempted to, and I said no, that would be futility and not worth the time to do. So the letters I received were respectful. Some of them came in Christmas cards and such, but they were all just reciting verbiage that had been given to them and citing why they thought that Donald Trump was unfit and why I should change my vote. And it did not matter because I was casting votes for the state of Texas, not the rest of the country.
Yeah. So you didn't feel threatened by any of those responses? Any of your colleagues?
No, some of my colleagues got some threats and things like that, but and there were protesters like you showed earlier at the Capitol, but we never encountered them and such, and we went about doing our business, and it all came out.
Okay, well, thank you very much for joining us. I really appreciate quite an experience that you have had. Appreciate you taking the time. And we will be right back.